I'm the vicar here at St George's, and we've been doing a youth cafe now for a year and a half, I think it is. And one of the things that we wanted to do was to introduce God into the story of what we were doing into youth cafes. So we've got young people coming, but it was how did we actually get them to think about God in some way which was relevant.
We have a youth cafe here, and over the last few months we've been using the KleerSeries, and we have found it to be really, really valuable in helping us to connect with the young people.
So our youth group are pretty much all community kids, not only, well, I think 3 of them are probably churched. So the KleerSeries have really helped us to open that spiritual door for them.
Before we started using it, we were playing games, we were having conversations, but we weren't really connecting.
The way that we use KleerSeries, we start with a 15-minute countdown so the kids can get prepared and ready to start the session. Then we tend to do a bit of a linked activity. So if we're doing a particular theme, we'll do a game that gets them thinking about what we're trying to talk about. Then we use the videos, and we love that because the kids just go silent.
Take your chairs, we're going to stand in a circle for the video.
Even today, as we started the video, they instantly are listening and going quiet, which is great.
We've been using KleerSeries to demonstrate children how to learn about themselves. It makes it a lot easier because they actually have something to focus on.
Scroll across our screens, that jump when we...
At the end of the first session, a few questions were asked, and they were good, intelligent, thought-out questions. But when the kids came back the next week, they'd obviously thought about what they'd seen, what they'd heard, and their questions were absolutely fantastic.
They're really interesting. It makes me realise about what the world really is and what it has to offer, and things that we haven't realised.
They teach things that you probably didn't think of before. It helps you with life situations.
It's really educational.
It's helped me learn about everyone around me and accept everyone else.
So I think the main things that our young people have learned is to value themselves and value others. As with all young people, our young people don't have fantastic self-esteem or self-worth, and actually these sessions are a really great way of getting them to explore that and think about actually what am I worth? Am I something more? What is life? I think they're the kind of big things that they've really got to grips with.
I learned that if you look at things, you don't always look at them in a bad way. You could look at them in a positive way.
They've been learning really, particularly about sort of what's on the inside of them, I think, and their identity and what shapes their identity. So that sense of they're bombarded by things on the outside, and we actually have quite a few of our young people who have special needs of one sort or another and are struggling at school or struggling in their families. And I think that idea of being able to pick up on the factors that control them, but actually they don't have to, that God can be involved in their lives, has made a difference.
Well, I never used to think about God that much, but after I came here, I've really learned about what He means to this world.
It makes me understand Him a bit more.
From one of the videos, God is pure, and that Jesus helped humans to be connected to God.
We'd love to say that they've become Christians, but actually we know that God's working in them. Like I've already said, they take it in, they think about it. And every so often you might have a kid come back 2 weeks later who wants to ask a question about something that we've watched or we've talked about. So for them, it's starting those conversations, it's opening that spiritual door for us, which has just been incredible.
After 60 seconds, when I say go, you can then stand up and burst as many bubbles as you can, and that's you destroying all those controllers. Okay, go!
There's now 2 young people that have started to come to church, and hopefully we can encourage more of them to find God and to come and join us.
So the difference that the KleerSeries videos have made for me as a youth worker is that it's just such a fantastic tool. It gives us a foundation to build on. So sometimes youth workers can think, oh my gosh, I've got this community-based youth group, where am I going to start? And for us, it's that foundation. It just provides us with that, and we build on that, and it's such an invaluable resource for us. We are so thankful, and we've been so blessed by it, and we know that others will be too.